Hello everyone and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Week. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. Also, if you did not see the post I made on YouTube earlier this week, I am officially calling it Cup of the Week now rather than Cup of the Day. It may take some time to get used to and time for everybody to stop saying the old name. I imagine it's going to be confusing for a little while, but I do think it will be a better name in the long run. Today's map is made by Holmes, a.k.a. Cyberpunkninja. Pretty fast map by the looks of things. Okay, I messed up that transition again. Oh, what is gravity doing there? Okay, the first person threw me off a little bit. Wasn't sure which way was down anymore. Oh boy, spectating this is gonna be rough. Okay. Looks like people have found their way into this lobby. We did have a few technical difficulties. Looks like all is sorted now. And then I need to be up here, up on the roof for that part. Ooh, that's a tough turn. This is also, people are getting sub 40 seconds already. This is probably going to be the shortest Cup of the Day map we've ever had in terms of time. That could make things interesting in elimination rounds. Possibly a lot of resets while still getting 2 completed runs. I do not think 3 completed runs is going to be possible. That's kind of what the... that was a bad slide. That is kind of what the author time limit prevents. For Cup of the Day maps, it's always between 40 and 50 seconds on the author time. Even if we're getting mid-39s, 3 runs is not going to be doable. Okay, finally got a finish. A very bad run was apparently a 41. Oh my goodness. I'm crashing so much. So this transition's interesting, because you do need to get up onto the roof. Oh, I think that... Okay, I figured out how to do that. That was the line. Just stay low and then head up high. I feel like I missed a first-person camera there. Anyway, there's a 39.6, only 10th place. 39.1 already for Yanja. Wombat looking very fast as well. Oh yeah, CPU1 didn't work for me there either. Well, good thing it's a 39-second track then. Give us time to reset. Okay, so do pay attention to if checkpoint 1 clicks, because if it doesn't, you're just screwed and you need to reset. (39.1) is already the fastest time in a Cup of the Day, a non-troll Cup of the Week. Sorry, I keep messing it up. I told you it's going to take a while for people to remember the new name. 38s now for Yanja. So I believe the shortest time ever put down in a Cup of the Week was on Code Walt's embodiment of the Waltz, around a mid-39. The shortest author time, I believe, was on Sox's map, which was a 40.0, but nobody ever beat the author time, so we didn't get into the 30s. Okay, it's a wide setup, but then you have to stay low. And ideally not have that much screeching on the tires. I want to know why the first-person camera changer doesn't work all the time either. So wide setup here allows you to go... Nope, that wasn't it either. That was the... Okay, I remember how I take that turn now. There's a lot of turns in here that are not transitions I have seen on another map. At least to my knowledge. So learning the line is a little rough, but once you figure out, it's a pretty fun line. Unfortunate about that checkpoint bug. Yandra and Round in the 38s, Butter and Hydro behind them. Top 4 are previous cup winners. I seem to be in 18th right now. I think it's that turn, because I get so much tire smoke on that turn. It sounded a lot quieter that time. Well, the slowsters down there even out speed, though. There might be some fan tricks with that. I'm kind of stuck at 39.6. I can't get a better time. So we can be a little bit green at checkpoint 1. That's a really weird turn. Okay, so I am a bit up on this run. Try to keep it as low as possible around the final corner. Maximize speed. Point 2 is 7th place. Wonder if there's some tricks to when you hit the slowsters, like keeping your car pointed in the direction of the next turn so that you're not expending extra speed by turning after the slowster. Because all the slowsters here means pretty much everybody's going to be at the same speed. But if you can manipulate that to just be a little bit faster, that could matter. 39.222, just a little bit off of my fastest time. I had to turn a little bit extra right there. Not a whole lot though. This should still be a pretty good, at least first half of the map. I keep being up speed there, but that checkpoint speed doesn't really matter because it's so in such a weird spot of that corner that I think the speed can vary just based on where you hit that checkpoint. I was trying things with the fans there. That wasn't me messing up. Oh, and we're at the end of the warm-up round, so hopefully people don't get hit by the RNG checkpoint. It is a short map, so it should have plenty of attempts through it. This corner still confuses me. Probably should have photo moded Yanja or somebody, just to see how they take a couple of these corners. Anyway, into 2-minute elimination rounds. Might have to remove players. I think so, because there's a lot of first person in here. It's going to make it pretty blind to have other players on. First checkpoint clicks. I didn't get the first person change, but I can manually change it now. V16, yay! Ooh, a little bit of a slide on the final corner. The sound scared me more than anything else. I don't seem to be incredibly fast at this map, at least compared to a lot of other players in this lobby. This is a pretty stacked lobby with some players who are not always around for Cup of the Day as well. That time I did get the first person naturally. Only 9th place. Let me see if anybody is on a run, like Yanja. Yanja's coming towards the end here. Not really the part of the run I wanted to see, but could be useful information gathering. Only 2 DNFs, it looks like, in the first round. Pretty unusual. Usually see a whole load of DNFs in the first round. Could be that it's a short track. It's not too difficult of a track either. Times are all very close. Could be a bit of a long cup then, because we're not going to have the load of 10 DNFs or whatever in the first couple rounds. I really like that turn, by the way, the little loop to the upside down. Not entirely sure what the perfect line for it is, but it's such an interesting turn with a kind of counterintuitive line. It's fun to get right. Point 3, okay, at least I'm fairly consistent with this track. Consistency doesn't necessarily mean I'm fast, though. Ooh, I liked that line. Trying to find tricks to get more speed, but I'm not sure if getting more speed matters that much because the slowsters do so much speed regulation. Any extra speed you gain is probably just going to be gone at the next turn. Ah, that felt like a good run. I was thinking that might be close to the 38s. A lot of people in the low 39s. Whoop, Hydro just squeaks into the 38s. Don't want to hit that wall on a good run. Once again, it looks like 2 DNFs in round 2. Everybody making it through is in the 39s. Such a short track. Very unusual for Cup of the Day. One of the things I want to check is if there's a path that allows you more speed based on how much fan you get at that upside down section. Not that it's going to matter too much because of the slow stir speed regulation. It might get you a little bit faster through the second portion of the track. That was kind of a rough run. Oh, and apparently I didn't get the checkpoint, which I did not see. Click. I ran so wide on that corner last time with screechy tires. So this is going to be a much better run. A little bit higher than I would have liked at the end, but good enough to hopefully get me through. It's only 16th, actually. I seem to not be very good at this track. This corner is where I want to see, like, if you do something like this. I don't know. Seeing if there's some line that allows you to get a little bit more pull from that fan. Perhaps I just need to be taking corners tighter. Because I'm not that far from elimination in that round. I still had a few tenths, I guess, but more people getting eliminated. It's going to be a lot harder for me to keep that gap to the elimination zone. This may be a track I should actually be paying attention to times rather than speeds. .1. Remember that. .0. I keep forgetting to set up well for that turn also. So many parts of this track look kind of the same. It confuses me a bit. .39.4, that's what I had last round, and that was not particularly safe. Okay, so I should be sub 7 at the first checkpoint. And sub 17 at the second. Nice, no screeching tires. Ooh, a little bit of a screech at the end, but a 39.2. That makes me a bit more comfortable, and it's still only 10th. Yeah, 39.6 is getting eliminated. 39.5 actually getting eliminated. Some fast times. Times seem to be peaking at around 38.8 at the top, though. Might not be a whole lot more in this track. I'll take a low 7. I think that was actually 16.8, I'm pretty sure is better than the last round. The other good thing about paying attention to times is I'm not going to miss the fact that I phased through a checkpoint like I did a couple of rounds ago. .0 I think is a personal best for me. Starting to figure things out, perhaps. Well, this isn't as clean a run. I would still like to maybe take a look at somebody like Yanja at the top. Yeah, this run's not going to be an improvement. Let me see if I can catch someone on a run. Yanja's just starting a run. Has just enough time to complete it. Takes a pretty similar line to me there. Very tight around that turn. I do think that's quite a big time save. Pretty similar to me there. Actually, a bit tighter at the top. Yeah, so just getting as deep to the inside of these wall ride turns. Because that's where the time is going to be saved, for sure. Very low on the final corner as well. The 39-3 is now getting eliminated. It's only 4/10 from first place to the eliminations below 16th. This is the final round of 4 eliminations. That's one thing about speed regulation in the form of slow stirs, is the more speed regulation you have, the closer the times are going to be. Some people consider that to be a bad thing, because it's sort of a lack of skill expression. On the other hand, it can be very entertaining for something like Cup of the Day. Uh-oh. Cup of the Week, my bad. In a competition where everybody's so close in times, can be kind of interesting to watch the leaderboard. I can't get that sub 7-second first checkpoint again. 16.8's pretty good though, and I think I got that turn pretty decently this time. Yeah, Nick's noticed the camera gate thing also. Alright, another 0.0. Good run for me. Not quite enough time to get a second run finished, I think. There's the sub 7. I took it too deep to the inside there. .826 by Wombat seems like a really good time. Wombat's one of those players we don't see in Cup of the Week very often. But he is a very fast player as well. I think just time zone things, the cups don't happen at a good time for him is what I'm guessing. But I'm excited to see what he's able to do in this cup. Obviously competing with the likes of Yanja, Round, Hydro. Oh, no checkpoint. .062. It's not amazing. It's kind of crazy that we're in a cup where I'm actually contemplating resetting because I'm 500ths of a second down from where I want to be at the first checkpoint. That's what these tight times will do. There we go. I was a 10th faster than my previous run. Oh, that was a little wide. This is a bad setup for the next turn as well. I am guessing that I have time for another run. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh. I'm trying to take corners a bit tighter now after watching Yanja, but I think that's actually hurting me because it's causing me to make mistakes. Only 2 eliminations this round might mean I'm just barely to the good. Not a great first checkpoint split. I did make some mistakes though. I should be faster already by this checkpoint. Nope, I'm not. Oh my god, this is so bad. And I don't have the first person, but it's okay. I'm okay. Up a little bit, and I got this corner pretty poorly last time as well. Ugh. 39-1, slight improvement, puts me up one position on the leaderboard. Looks like that didn't matter. 39-2 gets eliminated. You need a 39-1 to make it through to the top 10. Looks like I've done that. Just barely. This was a bit of a tough one to get top 10 in, I gotta say. 037's not great. Let's see how I get this turn. Not good, because there's a wall coming. Didn't get good setup for that turn, but I'll take this run and then go for a second run, I suppose. Ugh. 39-2, that's not a good time at all. There we go. That was a good start. Little afraid of that wall. I haven't been able to get that corner very well in the way that I saw Yanja do it that one run when I followed him. Missed the first person, which makes it a little awkward. I'm very much up on this run, and I need to be. Ooh, there we go. Personal best, actually. 39-0-1-1. Ronan improves last second as well, right behind me with the 0-1-8. Looks like Butter and Northwind might be in trouble. Not quite enough time for Butter, it looks like. Now, 0.0's needed. Just 0.2 of a second from first place to the eliminations in 9th. That was an interesting first turn, but it was very fast. I think I figured out how to be fast now at the first checkpoint. You need to take the very first part of that turn as close to the inside as you can. Ooh, a little bit too inside there. That's too bad, because that was, I'm pretty sure, my best checkpoint 2 split I've had. Hey, sub 39. Finally, for the first time, just within the 38s. I think I hooked a wheel a little bit too far there. This is the final round of 2 eliminations before we go to 1 elimination for the top 6. 2 people without a time currently, and Ronan with a pretty bad time, so 3 people really needing to improve. Ooh, I took that corner pretty nicely, I think. Ugh. 995 might actually get eliminated if either Sheriff or Shady Nook can improve. Sheriff's not, and Shady Nook is not. So, just barely scraping through. Everybody needing 38s now. Hydro and Yanja at the top of this round. I think the 2 of them have been trading off first and second for most of the cup. Wombats looked very fast as well. Ronan and I have been inseparable the last few rounds. Now 1 elimination in the top 6. Or I don't think that was a good first turn. 973, and I had to weave a little bit. And I hit that wall. "983" is even worse, and I am hitting all the walls. "919". Ah, oh no, I was too far to the inside. 928's really good there still, though. Kind of need to take this round. I'm running out of time. Ran a bit wider than I would have liked there. And I have decent setup. Yeah, that was a clean turn. Yeah, .2s is pretty fast at checkpoint 3. Oh, that was not a good turn, though. 898, though, is a personal best. That's a .8 out of nowhere, and it looks like Ronan will be eliminated in 6th. I put pressure on him by telling him he had to get a top 5 today. Looks like he just barely didn't. Round .7. I'm pretty sure we have not seen a .7 yet. That might be the fastest time so far. Round is one of those players that just kind of shows up at the end of Cup of the Week every time. He sits there quietly in like 4th to 6th place, and then all of a sudden he's faster than anybody when the final rounds come up. So Wombat, the only non-Cup of the Day, Cup of the Week winner remaining. And he's certainly fast enough to get a win. Just doesn't play in these lobbies very often. Only .3 at that checkpoint. Oh, that was such a good turn, though. Still only a 968. I had such a good, like, first half, and then just kind of went away. Ooh, that was something I haven't hit before. Ah, and I've hit it twice now. Trying to take this first turn too tight. Ah, that was not a hit at all. I do think I might need to improve. There we go. Only 939. No more time to reset. Can't get that corner. I'm either wide or I hit the inside wall, and I can't get the good line around that turn. So .296 up a little bit. .9 round. You're okay. Round goes slower, so looks like round sets the fastest time, gets eliminated. Wombat now up to the top. Wombat, I think, was 5th in the previous round. Now in 1st place, looking for their first Cup of the Week win. It's tricky. I want to take that turn so tight because I do think that's a pretty decent time save, but then I end up falling off. That was pretty solid. Oh, it was the best I've taken that turn. 8-5 could be better at that checkpoint, but I will have gained a little bit of time after it. 3-3-2 is not good, though. It's gotten to the point where I'm once again wishing I had another 500ths. Yeah, 0.98 is not going to be safe. Oh, it's just below Hydro also. Still have a few resets. Potentially. Let's see how these next couple corners go. I can do one more reset if I must. Yeah, I must. Hopefully this checkpoint doesn't bug out. Well, would you look at that? Who could have seen that coming? 0.9's not a very good time there anyway. I think I really need to be in the 0.8s. .38 is not a good time there either. I don't think it would have mattered. Nah. At least I can take some solace in knowing that it wasn't the checkpoint bug that eliminated me. Yanja, Wombat, Hydro, top 3. Yanja has won... I actually have the list pulled up. Yanja has won 5 cups of the week. Hydro has won 3. Yanja is also going for the first person to get 10 second places. I know that's his goal. Wombat, I think, has only played in like 2 or 3 cups. Curious to see what he can do. This is already a personal best for him to get onto the podium. But he is a very fast racer that we don't get to see very often. Wow, look how close he gets to that wall. Yeah, oh man, so close to all the walls. And gets that set up there. This is an impressive run, actually. To find those final few hundredths of a second on this map takes some really impressive driving. Tight turn there. This looks like a really good run. And it's only a 39-0. That's not even what I was doing. Very hard to judge who's having good runs and who isn't. Wombat, the one who really needs to improve. Yanja looks like he's on a pretty good run right now. We'll see where Wombat is coming up to CP2. I think that was about a 17-0, so maybe a little bit slow. Hard to tell though. I'm not usually watching for times, so I'm not entirely sure how the in-game clock is compared to where the car is on the track. Needs a very good time right here though, and does not get it. 39-0 will get eliminated. Hydro in first, Yanja in second. A 0.85 being set. Round is still the only person to get that 0.7. We've seen both Hydro and Yanja in the mid to low 38s. See if Hydro can get his 4th Cup of the Day win, and if Yanja can get his 10th second place. Into the finals we go. CTR versus CTR. Very tight first turns. Neither of them resetting at the first checkpoint, so hopefully that means they both got it. A slightly different line there. Pretty similar there. I mean, it's not really all that many different lines you can be taking on this track. I feel like I'm seeing Yanja get a little bit bigger from Hydro's point of view. That was a really awkward turn from Yanja. 39-0, 38-9. Both of them can improve on those times. Seeming that even the best racers can't escape a 39-0 every once in a while. I just barely beat it in 4th. Wombat 39-0-0-1 last round. No one quite has the consistency, but let's see if anyone can pull out a 0.8 in the final runs, or even a 0.7 to match rounds time. Yanja has to reset one more time. Hydro on a very good run, I think. I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. We'll keep an eye on what Yanja's doing. Hits that checkpoint with just enough time to reset if that didn't trigger, so I'm guessing it did trigger. Hydro does improve to a 0.866. Yanja has beaten that. Will he do it on this run? It seems to be a very clean run so far. It's the final checkpoint. I think that was closer to a 0.3. Much tighter final corner than he got last time. This ending looks a lot better for him. Does he snipe? No, just not quite. 0.02 of a second. Hydro picks up another Cup of the Day win, and Yanja gets what he really wanted, which was the second place. He was definitely trying for that win, though. GG to the CTR duo. Congrats, Hydro, on another win. Thank you all for watching this video. If you would like to see Cup of the Week stats and results, I will put the link to my spreadsheet in the description below. And if you would like to join Cup of the Week, join the CTR Discord, which will also be linked down there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.